South by.
South by day 2.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, it is a vibe.
Holy, it's so big.
It's massive.
I am overwhelmed with how many options there are to do things.
Yeah. I'm constantly impressed by Southwest's ability to like curate such diverse content.
Yeah.
Like we sat in on a session yesterday on like an academic session on building quantum computers.
Quantum leaks.
Yeah, I got like qubits, 1 million qubits. I'm like recognizing how much there is still to learn about all the things that are on the frontier.
Totally.
And South by is so good for that. Like there's always, it's always kind of on that cutting edge, on that bleeding edge. I like to come here and just see what's coming, like what's on the horizon.
Yeah, and then we saw Guy Kawasaki.
Yeah, nice to see him.
Which is amazing. Alumni, shout out.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was 2016, 2017 or whatever.
He's definitely an alumni.
Alumni, yeah. Still amazing.
Yeah, he's so funny. He's a great moderator. He's a great speaker. He's just a smart guy. He did a nice job with Meredith, unpacking very technical topic.
He's
security.
a whippersnapper.
I love her.
I think we need to go hunting and like get her.
Yeah,
like
go find her.
Yes, on the vision board.
Where does a person like Meredith, this is the president of Signal, the nonprofit encrypted messaging app, where do you think she hangs out when she's not, like when she's done her talk?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I think she's got a wild side. Like, I think she put her sneaks on last night and definitely went to see some music.
Underground boxing.
Underground, maybe. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something for everybody here. So South by. This is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good. But it's been great. Like I think the city comes alive, and it's really cool to see how they activate like every square foot of it. Like it's a full takeover. And I love that. It's like, you can choose your own adventure, choose your own experience, something for everybody. Mm-hmm. Like you can scroll for 10 minutes and still not get to the end of the page of everything that's available. Yeah.
If you're a morning person, you can get up and do runs.
There's run.
If you're more of an evening person, there's shows going like all night. There's something for everyone here. Yeah. It's a really broad audience for sure.
Totally. Yeah. And I think it's so important, I mean, for our team to take this trip and like creativity is not bound within like the hours of work and at your laptop. It's about exploring, like getting outside the office and seeing how other events are doing it, how other communities come together, how other brands activate. It expands our thinking. And I think that that's so valuable for us when we're in this time when we're really turning the page and moving from, just what the gathering has been, which is that 3-day event, into how can we start adding more layers? How can we start building a business festival? And what does that even look like? And I think there's so much inspiration here in how, it's so experiential. Like the Dubai Futures that we walked through was incredible, to come in there and just have, your mind expanded at that art installation. Took over a whole city block.
Popped up a full building in like 12 hours with the most incredible, like, I wouldn't say interactive, but it feels like an interactive art display. It was so neat. Yeah,
it's very neat. And, I think that, conferences suck. We know that. We have always strived to be the anti-conference. Like, no, you come, it's not you put your badge on, you come, you learn, you network, you connect. It's like, you got to feel something in order to really make a bold move in your life for your brand. And I think that those other layers of experience help you connect. They help you connect with your community, connect with others, connect with peers, connect with your team, connect with possibilities, connect with the opportunity for the future. And I love thinking about what's possible for the gathering when we think about festivals. So, adding comedy, adding music, adding other morning experiences or like, just ways that we can activate Banff and the amazing businesses in town there as well and provide like a walkable experience for people, not just a sit in your seat and take notes experience. So I think there's a lot to be inspired by here. I think it was great for our team to come down and just see what's possible.
Yeah, I think like the gathering a year and a half ago sort of closed a chapter, opened a new one. I can't remember how Ryan worded it, but
it's not the end of a chapter, it's the end of a book.
End of a book.
Yeah. And we're in the interlude right now. It's like we're writing the manuscript. Yeah.
And I think oftentimes with any business or brand, like that first chapter is, trying to define who you are. We had a great conversation with Rick from Howler Bros yesterday. Yes. He was talking about the discipline that he tries to coach into the brands that he mentors, about know who you are, really define who you are. And I think the gathering has been in that phase, that was a big part of that first volume, if you will. And so as we move into the second phase, I think what feels really cool to me is we know who we are, and all of a sudden the inspiration that we can get from other places and the creativity that sparks when you go to something that's South by is trying to do something different from what the gathering is trying to do. I think what I was trying to get to there is in that first volume, you're almost timid to take inspiration from other people because you're not sure who you are. But once you know what your brand is about, all of a sudden there's so many opportunities for creative collaboration and sparks that can fire from seeing what other people have done successfully and what works elsewhere. And you try to look at it and you're like, oh, how can the gathering take that inspiration, bring it into our brand, and then give it to our audience as a new and fresh experience, which feels exciting.
Yeah, it takes 10 years to figure out who you are.
Yeah, it takes longer as a human. So 10 years as a brand is not bad.
It took me 33-ish, I think.
Totally.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then, when you know who you are, making bold moves. Also, your community is evolving too. So, and you get to evolve. So there's pillars that will always remain the same. We have some non-negotiables. We know our values. We know what we stand for. We know what we're here to create.
Right.
But then also listening and tuning into what the community is wanting and needing. And obviously the world has changed so much over the last few years. And I think business travel needs to shift as well. And people want more of that wellness experience. They want to come back from trips rejuvenated, and the gathering being able to provide that too. It's this is a spa weekend for your brand and also for your soul, for yourself. And it's about pouring back into yourself and filling your cup back up so you can take that back and pour into your community, pour into your brand,
your team,
to your future, right? And sometimes we need to write ourselves a permission slip to do things like that because the grind is real and life is moving fast, and it's almost never convenient to pack your bag and say, I'm going to take off for a few days. But I think we know from experience, from hearing the impact of that from our community, from the brands that come, the brand leaders, how valuable it is to take that time away, to fill back up. And Banff is, and it's such an amazing place to do that too. Yeah. So outside of the event, being able to have, the Rockies, the spa, the all the wellness activities and experiences.
Yeah, I agree. The job is to pour your creative energy into your brand. You're bringing something to life as marketers, brand builders, leaders. You can't pour into your brand from an empty cup. You have to be full.
Do business in a alive and healthy way. You must be alive and healthy.
You have to be alive and healthy.
You must be alive and healthy.
And let's I think that when you look at the best brands and then you look at the ones that are kind of wah-wah.
Yeah.
There's a different energy behind the things that they do. There's a different sort of feeling behind what they come to market with.
There's a heartbeat.
There's a heartbeat. Feel. Yeah. And it's I think now more than ever, the market, whatever that is, society and the people who interact with the array of different businesses and brands out there are finely tuned to understand or to discern, what's coming authentically versus what's contrived or solely motivated by corporate objectives rather than by community objectives or audience objectives. And that's not to say that audience objectives and community objectives are antithetical to the corporate growth metrics that everybody's accountable to. It's the it's the creative function of marketing to weave those things together in an effective way. Like that is the job of building a meaningful brand.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I lots of inspo, and I'm excited for today. I'm excited for this next couple of days. It's jam-packed. We've got some great partners here that I'm excited to spend some time with, like which I think is great. It's always nice to, again, get off Zoom and connect with people IRL, and here to support them. What else are we doing today?
Yeah, I
mean, what's going on? We're going back to Dubai Futures. We're going to see AG1.
Yeah. We
got Vayner a little bit later.
Probably some barbecue.
Tea. Yeah. Little barbecue.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm bad with my schedule. I'm kind of flowing with it. I gotta look at my conference app.
I'm
following Mandy here.
Reading the call.
Reading the call. Yeah, I'm excited about it too, and I'm excited to bring it back to the rest of the team that wasn't able to be here. I think we're getting into we're kind of leaving plan phase for 2025 and getting into execution phase for 2025, and so it just feels like it's coming at a great time as we switch gears and get into like, okay, let's build an incredible experience for people in October. We're coming back recharged. We've got some new inspiration, some new ideas, and some really exciting things to bring to our community that are going to be fresh and new, and help them move from inspiration to action. Take their brands to the next level.
Bold moves.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%. We got to make a bold move ourselves.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Amazing.